Hey guys, so earlier this month I made my debut in the NPC, that's the National Physique Committee, at the 2013 Bev Francis Atlantic States Championships. It was a show for men's and women's physique and bodybuilding, women's figure, and bikini, which was the division that I competed in. And it was a great experience. I had so much fun meeting the other competitors and coaches and staff at the event. It's funny because I thought I'd be nervous as hell being in front of so many people, but the closer the time came for me to get on stage, I wasn't as nervous as I thought I was going to be. And my coaches really liked my presence on stage. There are a couple things we have to work on as far as my posing and things like that, but it was my first time, and that stuff can only get better with more time and more practice. So, and there are some extra things that I have to do with my body, mainly like bringing my body fat down a bit lower and shrinking my stomach a bit, and getting a better ass. So my contest prep was a pretty big learning experience for me nutrition wise. I really learned that it's pretty damn important to stick to the diet, the eating regimen, and mine was a pretty good one. It was a really good one. It's not one of those cookie cutter low calorie starvation diets that you hear people in the industry like Lane Norton criticize. There were times when I cheated on the diet because I was, low on funds and I didn't have any backup plans prepared and all that. And I have to be smarter about that now because I don't want to continue to put myself at a disadvantage. And another thing I realized about myself is I don't want to have to do so many hours of cardio a day because I'm getting behind in prep, because my fat loss is stagnating, because I'm not eating how I'm supposed to be eating, So the good thing is now, though, since I've really lost a good amount of weight and gained a good amount of muscle and stuff. And right now I'm at a pretty good body weight. I'm around 136 now. I'm probably back to around like 20, maybe 21% body fat, which I think that's pretty good to start from, to continue making changes. So I think that's good. It's kind of a fortunate thing that I was so broke by the time the show came around that all I had to eat was the food that was left over from some of peak week, like chicken breast and tilapia, oats and brown rice and rice cakes and peanut butter, and because that's pretty much all I had to eat, the week going into the week after the show. And the only cheat or binge meal that I did have right after the show was a McChicken and a small fry from McDonald's, and but that was pretty much it on that day. So I didn't really go crazy on eating too much of what I wanted because mainly because I couldn't afford to, and because I tried to be very conscious of the whole gaining weight thing after a show, because you've dieted for so long, and and especially for the show, you brought your body down to such a low amount of body fat and everything. So in a way it is sort of starving. So, and it also becomes more efficient at holding on to things like fat once you do start eating again. So what you eat really matters, you know, post-show. So I was very aware of that. So so that's why my weight hasn't really fluctuated too bad. I really didn't experience like a massive gain after the show. So that's good. So now, what are my goals? I'm going to do another show. So the next show I'm going to be doing is in October. So I've got a good 12 to 14 weeks, or maybe about 12 or 13 now, which I like. I like giving myself the time I need to prepare for a show, and especially knowing now that I have to come into the show much leaner than I did the first time. You know, leaner but not stringy looking. So I need to really stay on top of my food prep and pay attention to the things that I eat. Even with the foods that I'm able to eat with my prep is really good in that it breaks down the things that I'm supposed to eat by macros, by macronutrients, you know, a certain amount of protein, a certain amount of carbs, a certain amount of fats. And I get a list of things that I'm able to eat and how many ounces to eat of it. So it's a really good prep, and I have a whole bunch of foods to choose from. So, but there are some things even within the list that I have that I'll have to have alternatives for, because as the closer I get to the show, there are certain foods that kind of make me feel bloated and things like that, and you don't want to go into a show feeling like that. You want to go in, you know, looking a bit, you know, dry or not bloated and things like that. My coach and I are really focused on bringing my stomach in and getting some more booty meat. You know, the way my body is, I'm so lanky that when I lose weight, I really lose it. I lose it everywhere else, you know, but my stomach is the last part that slims down. So, and with my glutes is probably a genetics thing, you know, most likely on my dad's side or whatever. So, and you know, the only time that I had booty meat or ass is when I had more body fat, you know. So what can you do, you know? Another thing that this experience has taught me is that your presentation is a significant monetary investment. From the food you have to eat to the suit, your shoes, and other small things like hair and makeup, your nails, getting spray tan for the competition. Oh my God. It adds up so quickly. And then there are other things to consider that I really wish I did, you know, looking in hindsight, which is like getting a hotel room near the venue. During the downtime between the prejudging and the night show, they basically kicked everyone out of the venue so that they can clean things up for the night show once prejudging was over. And I didn't have a place to go and rest and during that downtime, so I was stuck waiting at the venue until they reopened the doors for competitors to go in for the night show. So by the time 7 o'clock came around and we all had to be ready to go back on stage again, you know, to present awards and such, I was so tired. Oh man, I was so damn tired. But I made it through the night show because, you know, you're going back on stage, so you know, you get fired up and excited again to be in front of everybody. So, but I was so tired after I got off stage that, like, I just had to go. There were people sticking around because I guess, you know, people go out to dinner, go out for drinks afterwards and things of that sort, but I was just so tired and I was just so hungry that I had to go. So for this next contest, I'm looking for hotels or, you know, bed and breakfast places that are not too far from the venue, because recouping on rest, getting, you know, taking a little breather that you get between the prejudging and the night show is pretty important. So, and being that the whole entire thing is such a big money investment, I think that starting from, you know, about now or even August till October, I'm gonna start definitely putting money away to take care of all the little presentation things, you know, like hair and makeup and stuff like that, because I don't want to be in a position where I have to scramble and think, oh my god, I don't have enough money to get my hair done or to get my nails done or anything. I don't want to have to worry about any of that stuff come the show. So yeah, I'll just have to start saving up for that stuff early. But I'm really excited to be doing another show. I've definitely got the competitor's bug in me now, and I'm just gonna give it my all. So anyway, I just want to share all that. You know, that's my little recap on my very first bikini competition. So thanks for watching. Bye.